What's up, everybody, and welcome back to 4 Months and welcome to a new game. This is a very, not a very new game. It's been out probably for a while. I'm not sure exactly when it came out. I'll check that out and we'll figure that out. But the dwarves. Welcome to the dwarves. I wanted to get a game for a new series, because I was kind of getting a little burned out on Minecraft, but that's fine. So here's a new game for the channel. Campaign, previous hero, left bumper, zoom out, zoom in, right, left triggers. Previous hero, next heroes, bumpers. Summon heroes is triangle, open character screen, also triangle. Square, pause, hotspot, help.
Fracas made us from stone to protect Girdlegard. Against orcs, ogres, and all the other beasts of Tion. We are the guardians of Girdlegard. We are the children of the divine smith. We are the dwarves.
Select abilities pad, movement unit is the left stick, show objectives is the pad, open menu is options, move camera right stick, confirm action X, board or bag is square, circle. Alright. I'm hearing sound. But I'm not seeing anything now. Oh, here we go. Let's see here. You can pause the game at any time by pressing the square button. Camera is moved with the right stick. So this is an RPG game. How do I attack? Select ability, leap attack. Choose target on the battlefield, confirm with X. Points below the health bar. You earn them over time for kills. And for kills. Okay.
Not possible right now! Just a moment! Not possible right now!
Okay, so swing action is... I don't have to control swing action, I just have to control where my guy is, I guess. So this is actually interesting and fun, I guess.
Glandolin, a present from the workshop.
Gotta get over to the present.
I'd be happy to pass on this present to the greenskins. could do with your help.
I have no idea if I'm actually making any progress or anything, which is kind of difficult. Oh, okay, so there are my attacks down there. Was that an instant kill? I can't tell. I need to get out of here. I am dying. Oh my gosh. Holy crap. Okay, wait, I just have to kill a few more orcs. Okay.
Too many of them. I could do with your help.
Okay.
My king, what are you doing here?
Giselbert I, the father of the Fifthling clan, has not been on the front line of battle against the creatures of Tion for many cycles. The king surveys the battlefield and the defenders with a grave expression.
We are too few.
This you know as well as he does. But there will be no reinforcements arriving. Hundreds of brave warriors lie inside the fortress dying. The illness is running rampant. It brings weakness and death.
Stay at your posts. Be as steadfast as the granite of which we are made. Nothing can break us. Vrakas is with us.
Select the next or previous character via right bumper or left bumper. So I guess I get to be the king. Holy! Are they back out of here?
That's not yet possible.
I need to get out of here. This game is interesting.
Hammer time.
Yes? Yes?
Okay. Orc shield, catapults destroy. Destroy some catapults. Let's go! Push them back! Charge! Gosh, that's when it just knocks people out of the way.
No, not yet.
What is it? And again. Could do with your help.
What?
I'm skated.
Oh, you fought honorably, however, you've been defeated. Gosh, this is difficult. Okay, I'm gonna switch my difficulty to easy. There we go. Ugh.
Come on, Lord. Please, Lord. It'd be great if you'd just load. Loady, loady, load. Hey. If you could just load just once, please, it'd be amazing. Amazing.
What is it?
Yes?
Oh gosh, that does a lot of damage. That guy's dead. Alright, let's get him.
What's that? Yes?
There we go. Let's see.
On my way.
Hmm? On my way.
Huh? Not possible right now.
Yes? That's not yet possible.
What is it? Ha! What's that?
Charge!
And again. What's that?
Another one gone. Be off with you.
we go. That one's done.
Another one gone.
Push through, my king. Push!
Be off with
There we go.
What is it? That's that.
Oh, sweet. Well, at least I beat it this time.
These are the ones who attacked us in the tunnels.
Is that dark enough?
We suffered great losses beating them back.
Why is that? I mean,
Come here and I'll split you like a straw. You
Maybe it's the way
treacherous
around.
elf.
In his fury, the old king radiates a ferocious power that none of Citalia's children could withstand. But the slight, willowy being sitting astride the shadow mare just grins down, mockingly.
You are mistaken. We are Alpha. We are here to destroy the elves.
All peace-loving beings here in Girdlegard are under our protection, and you cannot open the gate that has barred your path into Girdlegard since the creation of the world.
Not us, but perhaps one of your kind.
This cannot be. Silence, you fool! Vrakas, forgive me for what I am about to do.
Quickly, in formation! You must hold them back until I close the gate!
Kill the last one.
Just a moment!
It is closed. Glory! Oh. No.
Look at me. I am Syntheras, the Reaper of your death. I will take your life, and the land will take your soul.
Get out of my sight, pointy ears, and let me delight at the closed gate a little longer.
The gate may have closed, but when you rise again from the dead by the power of the land, you will be one of us, and you will open it.
Never! My soul belongs to Vrakas.
No, your soul now belongs to the land, and henceforth you will belong to it forever. Now die, and return. Then hand us Girdlegard.
Well, that sucks. This got really interesting though, real fast. Just beginning to like him too. Too bad he died. Oh boy.
You're a perfectionist, Tungdale Bolafar.
I've got a reputation to uphold. If you can't rely on the metalwork of a dwarf, what can you rely
It's
on?
true.
What can I do for you?
For me, nothing. It's Lot Yonan. He wants to see you in his study.
In your mind, you go through all the recent incidents that might have annoyed the Magus. Apart from a few little squabbles with his famuli, nothing worth mentioning happened since the incident with your beard. You nod.
Okay. I better not keep the Magus waiting.
See you later. There's goulash for dinner.
It's goulash. It's...
There was a time when you could hardly lift the heavy hammer. Now you barely notice it anymore, and it feels like an extension of your arm. Smithing is in your blood.
Or he just became a big beefy boy.
Hey, groundling! Come to the kitchen, we need you.
Jolison, a 4th degree famulus and your favorite foe among the students of magic, gives you a disparaging glance and disappears without waiting for your reply.
Am I supposed to follow him?
Tangdale! Quick! Or the goulash will get burnt!
You immediately recognize what the problem is. A chain running over a pulley for positioning the cauldron is detached from its mounting, and the cauldron stuck in the fireplace. It's a heavy load, and none of the famuli, who feel superior even during kitchen duty, dare do anything. They might burn their fingers, or even get a bit dirty.
So what am I supposed to do? Break that fucking chain.
It'd be a waste of goulash.
Or just pull it up, I
I'm
guess.
hungry. Here, hold this.
So, examine the mountain bracket.
With as much concern in your voice as you can muster, you say,
Oh, no, no, this doesn't look good.
you're pleased to notice he's dripping with sweat.
I'll get you back for this, groundling!
Do you remember when you dyed my beard with some magic spell? I had to shave it off.
You stroke your beard, which is unusually short for a dwarf.
Damn it! Ah, it's heavy!
The young human forces through his pursed lips, letting the pot sink a little.
Don't you dare ruin my goulash, boy!
The cook, with beefy forearms, glares at the young man, and after a brief moment, he tries harder.
There we go. Now that I mess with him a little bit, now I'll fix it.
You damned freak!
For a moment, you hope the famulus really does raise his hand to you. But then he comes to his senses and leaves the kitchen, his face
Oh, come
bright
on, I want
red.
to have a fight.
What a pair you are!
The goulash is bubbling in the cauldron. You draw the warm air in through your nose, and the smell makes your mouth start watering. Vegetables, bread, cheese, but the cook is not to be trifled with. Many painful knuckles have taught you that she knows how to handle her heavy wooden spoon, and that she may possibly have eyes in the back of her head.
Probably does. All mums do. Nah, I'm not gonna steal.
The blacksmith. Do you want something?
Did a horse bolt while you were trying to shoe it? It's certainly not on our plates.
I have no idea where I'm supposed to go. Look at the stairs? Why would I need to look at the stairs?
Lot Yonan's vaults are equipped with laboratories, a library, and private rooms for the famuli. Together with the forge, the kitchen, and the other utility rooms, it makes...
Okay, so I can look at the stairs, but I can't look at the blue rocks. This game's weird. I like it though. No, wait, that's my blacksmithing area. Okay. So I need to go right, but I had to go all the way left because some weakling couldn't lift up a pot.
Master Lot Frala told me you wished to speak with me.
Ah, Tungdil, come in. There is a bag over there in the cupboard. Take it out, please. It contains artifacts belonging to my former famulus Goren. I wish to return them to him. He's in Blacksaddle, 300 miles away.
300 miles? That's a long journey. Who are you going to entrust with this?
I was thinking of you.
Me?
There is no one better to take on this journey. You have acquired much knowledge. You are almost a scholar. You know more than most famuli about Girdlegard and its inhabitants. It is time for you to go out into the world and see it with your own eyes.
With pleasure. What's in the bag?
Magical devices. You better leave the bag closed if you want to avoid any accidents. Dwarves don't really like magic, and magic doesn't like you either.
Vrakas gave us so much craftsmanship that there's no space left in our bodies for magic.
Strictly speaking, every time you've been too close to magic, it has ended in catastrophe.
Okay.
Perhaps I'll meet some dwarves on my travels.
Yes, perhaps. But don't hold out too much hope. And be careful who you talk to. Not everyone out there likes dwarves.
Yeah, goblins. They abduct baby dwarves and sell them to magi, from what I've heard.
Not the best bit of business I've ever done. But what was I to do? The Longnoses threatened to throw you into the nearest river. Be on your guard. Look after the bag and don't lose it. May Palandiel be with you.
Okay.
And Vrakas too, of course.
I'll set off immediately. I'll see you soon, Lot Yonan.
I'm dressed better than most of the people in the building, and yet they still treat me like shit. Still treat me like crap. Enter Yonan's study now. I need to go. Out through the doors! We charge! As fast as our tiny strong legs can take us.
You're about to dive headlong into your adventure, but then stop yourself.
A journey over 300 miles without provisions and a weapon. Shouldn't forget to think in all my excitement.
So, back to the blacksmith shop? Make myself... Oh, what is this?
Within a few moments, you find Blacksaddle on the map. It is southeast of Parista, a little more than halfway between the city of the Magus Nudin and Lot Yonan's vaults. You trace the path from the vaults to the mountain with your finger. It doesn't seem far on the map, but it will be the biggest journey of your life.
Okay. Let's go make myself a weapon. Or a quiet. Take the axe. A dwarf's best friend. Now time to go get some food. 210 gold.
Hello, Frala. I need provisions for 300 miles.
You're grinning from ear to ear. Finally, you've got the chance to see something of the world.
300? Tungdil, that's no errand. That's an epic journey.
Yes, it
Wait,
is.
I've got just the right thing. But make sure the cook doesn't see.
I'm going to Blacksaddle to return a few things to a former apprentice in the Magus.
You pocket the rye bread, sausages, and ham. Enough food for the first few days of your journey.
got a present for you.
You take out a symbol of protection that you've carefully made from 3 horseshoe nails.
It's not the finest jewelry in Girdlegard.
One look at Frala's face makes it clear that it doesn't matter. She glows with happiness as she takes the pendant.
For me? But why?
Because you don't see me as an oddity, and you're like a little sister to me.
You could have said, but you settle with a shrug and a crooked smile.
I have to go. I've got a long journey ahead of me.
I wish you the blessing of Palandial and Vracus to protect you from all danger on your journey. Here, a talisman. Whenever you look at it, think of me.
Frala winks at you mischievously.
And of getting me a nice present.
Okay, well then I shall go on my way. If that derp wants to try to stop me, he can. I'll just cut him down with my axe. Let's go. Dodge!
Nice to see you again, Lotyonen. It must have been an age since we last met face to face.
Nudin, welcome. Please, sit down.
No, thank you, my friend. These are urgent matters, and I don't have much time. You must come to Leos Nudin immediately. The perished land is stirring.
Are you sure? What makes you think that?
I found out about 60 orbits ago, during a visit to the borders. Our magical barriers have weakened and become porous. The Elfar have left their land, and a huge horde of orcs have marched into Girdlegard.
Were you able to strengthen the spell with your magic?
No. I can't repair the damage alone. We need the combined power of the 6. The other 4 are already on their way here, but we need your help too.
I will set off for Parista without delay.
Oh, and as you're coming, could you also take the opportunity to bring back the things that I lent to you?
Of course. I have them already packed in a bag.
Oh, thank you. We'll be expecting you.
I believe that bag was the bag I was sent with. Probably. Hopefully not. Hopefully. I mean, did you see that guy? He was ugly. Seems definitely like a bad guy, but I doubt it. Could be a bad guy. Probably not, though.
Utterly blinded by the sunlight, you squeeze your eyes tightly shut after only a few steps. The time spent underground has made you so sensitive to light that you're forced to seek shelter in the shade of a mighty oak.
Idoslan? Idoslan? Ionen? Continue.
You reach a small lake by a birchwood. Your feet hurt and your eyes still sting in the unaccustomed sunlight, but a smile spreads across your face nonetheless. You've covered a decent distance on the first day of your big journey. You pitch your camp and lie down to sleep on the hard forest floor. When you awake in the morning, your legs are stiff and achy. Trying not to feel sorry for yourself, you throw your rucksack over your shoulder. You're a dwarf, and dwarves don't complain.
Okay, let's see here. I'm trying to get to Black Saddle, which is over there. What's the quickest way there? I feel like through camp is probably not a good idea, so I should go this way.
Around midday, with the sun high in the sky and the first beads of sweat appearing on your forehead, you see something move next to the road, a few hundred meters ahead. Some crows are pecking at something in the long grass.
Walk further along the road until you can make it out more. Leave the road and sneak up to the crows. Stand still and observe the scene tentatively.
When you see the blood on the ground, you try to convince yourself it's from an animal that just happened to be killed on the road by a hunter. You know this is improbable, and your hope disappears completely when you see two human bodies lying in the flattened grass.
Maybe a fight? Hopefully. Maybe a fight to foot? Who knows? Oh boy. Oh, this is nice. I like the scenery. Where's the crows? No crows? Whatever.
You scour the area once more and ask yourself what to do next.
Let's see here. Let's see here. So I'm scouting the area. Let's see. Stay and look further for clues, or bury the dead and continue on your journey, or continue on yours. Let's look further for clues.
You scour the area once more and ask yourself what to do next.
Well, I'll try it one more time.
You scour the area once more and ask yourself what to do next.
Whatever, I guess I'll bury the dead. That is indeed if they are dead. If they are not, going to kill them to make sure they are dead. Hopefully I don't get jumped. That would suck.
It's time-consuming and strenuous work digging shallow graves in the ground with a stick and covering the corpses with a few stones. But it should at least keep the crows from their feasting for a while. You continue on your way so as to put a few more miles between you and your grisly find before night falls.
Okay. Guess I'll continue to calm a stand. Calm a stand. Calm stand. And let's see here. Either way, I'm going to be going here, so I might as well just go here. Go to the farmstead.
As the gable end of a small farmhouse and a barn appear from behind a hilltop, you hear the loud cries of children at play. A girl runs along the path laughing, followed by a small boy with a big stick in his hand. The boy is trying to catch up his sister with a determined look on his face, but is finding it difficult to keep his short legs under control on the uneven path.
I'm gonna not greet anyone. Good water.
You look down on a large village on the banks of the Warder. Some of the village is built on stilts in the river. A wooden bridge spans the fast-flowing water. A huge wooden palisade has been erected to protect the village from attack.
I'll pass down to the gate. It's probably...
The guards on the palisade are watching you. Their armor looks well cared for and well made. The smith who made them knew what he was doing. You conclude that the men depend on the protection the armor offers and aren't just wearing them to look good. They're certainly not villagers.
Da 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 da. I actually do like this music. It's some pretty good music. Some really good music. Oh wow, it's dark now. Ooh, spooky scaries back there. Guess I'm gonna continue to walk forward. Hopefully don't get taken out by guards.
Some of the guards begin to whisper as you near the gate.
Hello up there! What brings you to fair Goodwater? And have you seen any orcs on your travels, groundling?
The man leaning over the palisade eyes you up and down carefully.
Goodwater is well known for its hospitality.
A fact that you've just made up yourself.
Let me in, and I will tell other travelers all about it.
I regret to inform you that we cannot allow you to enter. The gates stay closed once night has fallen.
There is certainly no regret showing in the man's face.
Oh gosh. Decorations up there. I owe someone in the village 20 pieces of gold. Bribe the guard. Stay alert in conversation. Could try bribing the guard. See how that goes.
I've got 20 pieces of gold here looking for a taker in the village.
Ah! One of your folk might leave his post for 20 pieces of gold, but I say, clear off, groundling. The gates stay closed until tomorrow morning.
But...
The double gate is made of strong planks, sturdy but still much less solid than the fixed parts of the palisade. Security has been forgone here for practical reasons. Never a good idea when building fortifications.
These guys are ready. Okay, so what should I do? Oh gosh, I didn't mean to burn myself. Guess I'll make camp over here.
You think about waiting by the fire until the morning. At least you wouldn't have to go cold.
You hardly slept a wink during
I'll
the
just
night,
set up camp here.
jumping at the slightest sound.
At least I wasn't cold.
Yep, at least I wasn't cold. Got that right there, mate. At least you weren't cold. At least you weren't cold. Okay, let's continue. Once we get to Black Saddle, I think we'll end the video there.
An uneasy feeling has been your constant companion since you left Goodwater. Every little sound in the forest makes you fear you've been discovered by a horde of orcs.
Hope not.
But you reach the end of the day without bumping into any of the greenskins. It seems as though Vrakas has granted you one more day in Girdlegard. As night begins to fall, you pass a large oak tree, and decide to call it a day. Near the oak tree is an abandoned camp with a fireplace, which appears to be a couple of days old.
Wait. I need to read and listen. Okay, as night begins to fall, you pass the large oak tree and decide to call it a day. Near the oak tree is an abandoned camp with a fireplace, which appears to be a couple of days old. You said a camp. At the old fireplace, lie down and sleep. Wake, set up camp in the hidden in the crown of the old oak tree.
You swing yourself up the trunk and then pull up your baggage after you. You're prepared to sleep in a tree like a bird if it means escaping the orcs' attentions.
Yeah.
You sling your rope twice around your stomach and the trunk of the tree to stop you from falling accidentally. You close your eyes and dream. You see North Pass and smell the fresh, icy wind that sweeps over the peaks of Great Blade and Dragon's Tongue. But the harmony is interrupted by the hideous roar of an unending flood of orcs throwing itself unceasingly against the fortification. You smell the disgusting green blood of the orcs and taste the rancid fat of their armor on your tongue. The bitter taste becomes stronger until it's unbearable and wrenches you out of your dream. You open your eyes and are surprised at the brightness as a glance at the sky confirms that it's still night. Your eyes move towards the ground, and what you see makes the blood in your veins freeze.
What is it then? Is it orcs? Is it a bunch of dead orcs? If you want to attack your enemies lying on the ground, you usually kill them with your next strike. Okay. It's good to know. Da 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 da. Oh. North Camp.
I am Sinthras of Son Balsor. My master, Nod On the Doublefold, ruler of the perished land, has elected you, the lords of Taboribor, to be the sword that conquers the south.
You mean you want us to put our necks on the line and be killed by some magus?
Lord Yonan and the others will be taken care of. Your task is to create a diversion in the south until my master's plan succeeds.
Is the leader.
The one that conquers the most land.
So Kragnar will be the new Grand Lord.
He glares at Ushnots and Bashkud.
The Kragnar Shore tribe will conquer the most land.
Never! We will overwhelm the cities of the Red Bloods quicker than you can suck the marrow from a bone!
We shall see.
You can't believe what you're hearing. If the beasts of Tion ride into battle together, catastrophic cycles lie ahead for Girdlegard.
I really like the story behind this. It's really great, actually. I think it's pretty good. Little clips and stuff, little characters. You see their, the characters are placed, and then we get to see how they're portrayed throughout the story. I really like that. I need to get a big chair. I'm sitting on a folding chair right now. I have been for all the videos. I need to get a better chair. I need to get like a gaming chair or something like that. Something that I can adjust for camera height. and still sitting relaxed, you know.
The night in the oak tree was the worst of your life. You spent every single moment afraid that you would be found and savaged by the orcs. But as the first rays of sun broke through the treetops, the orcs abandoned their camp and left without discovering you.
Well, that's good. Just gonna climb out of the oak tree. Can I take down the rope? No? Whatever. Alright, continue down the road we shall go.
I should try to find out as much as possible about the groups of orcs before I set off again. I should try to find out as much as possible about the groups of orcs before I set off again.
Nothing there. Nothing there. Nothing there to look at. Nothing there to look at. Nothing there to look at. Nothing there. Oh wow, something here.
Some battered plates of armor have been left behind, presumably because they no longer offer their wearers sufficient protection. All of them are human design, plundered by the orcs who don't make armor themselves.
This is the place. I knew it was here. Come on then, find that stupid necklace. Hey, Fuskar! In front of you! A grounding! Perfect for a spotted breakfast.
Oh no.
You know that you're no warrior, but you want to face the orcs as a child of the Divine Smith. Perhaps you'll manage to kill at least one of them, so as not to appear so undwarven in Varacus's eyes.
I'll give you something to chew on. Varacus made us of stone.
Well, that was a bad mistake for me.
Oink, oink, little piggies!
That guy's badass.
By Barrowin's beard! How did you manage to lose your weapon? Go and get it, and this time, hold it tight! Hey! That one was mine! You're just too slow, dear brother! Too slow? Just wait!
I can't do that yet. Huh?
Huh? He hardly put up a fight!
There we go.
Huh? Yeah!
I don't really have armor, so...
Yeah! Pow! Another one bites the dust. Who's next? What is it? Too easy!
Gosh.
Need help over here! Bites the dust!
Huh?
Yeah! Too easy! Who's next? I have
Tongue drill. I don't want tongue drill to die.
Huh? Huh? He hardly put up a fight.
Both of them are dead.
Huh?
Please wait a moment.
And what now? What is it? Who's next?
There we go.
Yes?
Yeah! Yeah!
There we go. They're dead.
I can't do that yet.
Huh?
Let's go, Tundrell. Tundrell!
Yeah! What is it? He hardly put up a fight.
Yes, he did.
Oink oink. That's all. No more orcs.
Well fought, young friend. Do you happen to be tongued ill?
Well fought, but he fought like a.
Boindale, what do you expect? He grew up amongst the humans.
Who are you and how do you know my name?
My name is Boindal Hookhand of the clan of the Swinging Axes. This is my brother, Boindale Doubleblade. We've been sent to find you.
Call me Ironheart. Are there any more piggy snouts around here?
You turned up at just the right moment. But are you sure it's me you're looking for?
The High King Gundrabur sent us to fetch you and bring you to Ogre's Death in the Secondling realm in the south.
So he received the letter from my master? And am I a secondling?
Well, something like that, I guess.
Huh. There are more orcs than anyone could have ever wished for. What does the High King want with me?
Then my family was found and the High King wants to bring me back to my clan.
No, you're not a secondling. You're a fourthling. And you're to...
The High King will tell you all about that once we get to Ogre's Death.